What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Philly Taco PA. I'm not really having a great day. As a matter of fact, I've had a pretty rough, most of y'all know I've had a pretty rough week. So I'm not, forgive me if the energy today is negative and, you know, um, just not, I'm not all there today because I just had it's been tough. Um, today we're gonna talk some we're gonna talk some Sixers today, because the Sixers ruined a lot of things for me last night. I'm not even gonna get into half of the stuff that the Sixers ruined for me last night. But one of the things the Sixers ruined for me last night was my mood. Obviously, um, let's talk about this game. So the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team that's been hovering about at 500 for the majority of the season, a team that has been rumored to blow it up if things don't improve, a team that, is kind of had role players in and out of the lineups, with guys not healthy, Garland not being healthy, Mobley not being healthy at times. Jalen Tyson. Jalen Tyson. That's who y'all let go. That's who the Sixers let go for 39 points last night. 13 of 17 shooting. Jalen Tyson. Not Donovan Mitchell. Not Evan Mobley. Jalen Tyson. 39 points. I mean, it's just asinine. Like, if you were a bench player and you're playing the Sixers, just mark it on your calendar as career game. Because that's whether you're the dude on the Nuggets from 2 weeks ago, whether you're Jalen Tyson from last night, just mark the Sixers down on your calendar because Nick Nurse is going to make sure that you get a career game. I mean, like there's nothing to say. For once, they held the lead in the third quarter. Sixers went into the half up 7, end of the third quarter up 7. But we know that this is still the worst third quarter team in basketball. Last night is just a 1 game sample size. Defensively, early on especially looked really well. Maxey and Barlow. Shout out Dominic Barlow, man. Shout out Adam Bona. Those unsung heroes that the casual fan might not hear about as much. But I mean, we're just looking at this. The Philadelphia 76ers are not serious. They're not. The Philadelphia 76ers will go on the road, beat a hot Knicks team, beat a hot Celtics team. They'll do that. And then they'll turn right around and lose to the Nuggets practice squad. Lose to Jalen Tyson. The Sixers is just unserious. Like Nick Nurse. It's really because Nick Nurse is not like, it's not like he's like Kevin Patullo. So I'm just very confused as to why Nick Nurse refuses to use certain players in moments. Why people like Paul George are coming off the bench with like barely a minute left to go, 2 minutes left to go. Now you want to bring Paul George, who's playing extremely well. Now you want to bring him in the game in the fourth quarter in clutch time. Like Nick Nurse is making a lot of questionable decisions. And, for a team to have an MVP candidate, a potential rookie of the year candidate, a guy, Joel Embiid, who I don't want to jinx it, but I'm about to hop back on the Joel Embiid hype train. Because Joel Embiid, the month of December, carrying into January, for a guy who they thought he might not even play again, let alone be the same player, just to be doing what he's doing. And for you, Nick Nurse, and for you, Sixers organization, to continue this continuous cycle of wasting talent. And we're going to talk about some of the wasted talent that's going on in Philly. But the 76ers, like, you just can't take them seriously because on any given night, they could win against a really good team. They could be playing great for a half and a quarter against against OKC, and then all of a sudden turn around and decide to start bricking up open shots. And then Thunder go on an 18-2 run to start the fourth, and it's over, and it's done by the start of the fourth quarter. Like you just can't make it up. And let's talk about Jared McCain. Jared McCain last season, Rookie of the Year candidate, averaging really good numbers, doing all that stuff. Tyrese Maxey's out. Now Tyrese Maxey comes back. They draft VJ, who's playing a lot better than most people expected in the Sixers organization, clearly, because that sets a decline in McCain minutes, which leads to a decline naturally in McCain's points. That's natural. But for Nick Nurse, especially when you're the worst third quarter team in basketball, to not turn, and Quentin Grimes, yes, I love Quentin Grimes, but you're telling me that you can't give McCain, especially when it's clear Maxey or VJ needs to sit down for a second. You can't put Jared McCain in the game. It's clearly taking a hit on his confidence, all that stuff. Nick Nurse clearly doesn't think of him enough to put him in the game against Jalen Tyson and the Cleveland Cavaliers. What are we doing? Just what are we doing? It's unfortunate, but I think this could be good for Jared. Get that confidence back, come back even stronger. But it is tough. Seeing a guy like this that we know has potential. A lot of people are saying Jalen Brunson, Luka situation in Dallas. But sometimes there's nothing you can do. And it's unfortunate, it's tough. But Jared McCain, he'll be back. Because who at some point, who else are you gonna put in? Respectfully, Kyle Lowry, whatever the point guard you're gonna put in the game. But Jared McCain, he'll be back. But I think this is good. Dude, he's averaging 6 points, 2 rebounds. Nothing to write home about, obviously. But if you're a Sixer fan, you've seen kind of the reasons why this is happening. But I think it's good. Need that confidence back. But 76ers. When I tell you the 76ers ruined 2 things for me last night, and some friends here at school, they probably know what I'm talking about. I'm really, this team is really testing my patience. But no, hey, man. At the end of the day, I gotta, I remember a friend, good friend told me, can't worry about it because you're not on the team. It's you're right. I'm not on the team, but to do, I feel like I've invested so much. Nevertheless, hopefully the Sixers figure this out. Hopefully the Sixers, substitutions, Nick Nurse gets that figured out because this is just nasty. You can let bench players go on a 10-0 run, not call a timeout, just keep it going. Not take a timeout to get subs in. You just keep going up and down the floor, breaking open shots, then they're hitting contested ones. Joel Embiid, this is the negative about that's still the glaring negative that's still about Joel Embiid. Even though offensively he's doing his thing a bit, defensively, Joel Embiid's not. Would I still take him over DeAndre Ayton defensively? Yes, because DeAndre Ayton is the lowest of the totem pole. But to have DeAndre Hunter 2 years ago, even 1.5 years ago, Embiid is sending DeAndre Hunter's dunk attempt to the 7th circle of you know what. That is not happening. The other dude, some 2-way contract player, wannabe Bruce Brown, there's no way that is happening 2 years ago. but Embiid is not the same. It's not that. And there are a couple of moments where it's like Embiid had that quick burst, playing the game. I thought it was incredible. Like he was able, like willing to dive on the floor for that ball. I thought it was like, okay, like he's not that hot to the point where it's like he can't even dive for a loose ball, which is great because Cleveland was going to get an open break opportunity, easy points, and even though the game didn't work out in the end, shout out Joel. Um, the Sixers got to get serious. That's the main takeaway here. The Philadelphia 76ers continue to be unserious. There's just no words. Maxi, like kind of questionable decision making at times. VJ, like, I mean, they're taking away VJ, doubling up on Embiid, but Paul George is not in the game because Nick Nurse, for some reason, like refuses to use timeouts. But hopefully Sixers get this situated. Hopefully Jared McCain is able to get back to his stuff. I mean, we just saw Janai Broom drop 50 points in that G League. But hey, man, it's your boy Philly PA. We're just trying to keep it a stack. We're just trying to keep it a buck, man. Just trying to help the people, man. I'm out, y'all.